Hi everyone, I'm back again. I am Ashley Elisha B. Daga-ang, BSMA 2 from Econ 122 73106 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. TTHS. This is my assignment number 8 titled Employment Computation. To start, the first question is, when can you say that a particular person will be part of the employed, unemployed, or not in the labor force? Please include the exemptions. A person's classification as employed, unemployed, or not in the labor force is determined by specific criteria. In terms of employed, a person is considered employed if they are currently working for pay. To be classified next as unemployed, a person must be without a job, currently available to work, and actively looking for work in the previous 4 weeks. Wanting a job is not enough to be counted as unemployed. The individual must have used at least one active job search method. And next, to be considered as not in the labor force if they are not working and are not actively seeking work. This category includes individuals who do not want a job, such as students, retirees, and those who stay home out of choice or necessity. It also includes discouraged workers and people with disabilities. So the exemptions are, these are some groups of people who wouldn't be considered part of the labor force, even though they might not be actively working. So first one is the retired individual, those who have withdrawn from the workforce. Second is the stay-at-home parents. While they manage crucial household responsibility, it's not considered paid work in unemployment statistic. Third is the students. Their primary focus is on education, not paid employees. And lastly, the volunteers. They are exempted because they contribute time without expecting compensation. So knowing everything, let's proceed to the second question, which is a computation. Show your solution with formula. Now, you can view in the screen the steps how did I compute and obtain the answer. So the given in the problem is there is an unemployment rate of 87%, total population of 100 million, and out of that 100 million, 35% of it are below 15 years old. In working age population, 5% of it are full-time students, 2% are senior citizens retirees, and 10% is the paying housewife. Now, out of the employed, 40% are underemployed, and 80% of the underemployed are invisible. Knowing about the given of the problem, let's answer the following. So, what is the answer of the number of unemployed? So, to get the answer of number of unemployed, the formula is labor force times unemployment rate. So, 53,950,000 times 87%. So, the number of unemployed is 46,936,500. Second is underemployed visibly. To get the answer of underemployed visibly, the formula is total underemployed plus underemployed visible rate. So 2,805,400 times 20%. So the answer of underemployed visibly is 561,080. Third is underemployed invisibly. To get the answer of underemployed invisibly, the formula is total underemployed times underemployed invisible rate. So it will be 2,805,400 times 80%. The answer of underemployed invisibly is 2,244,320. So for fourth question, what is the total underemployed? To get the answer, the formula is underemployed visibly plus underemployed invisibly. So, 561,080 plus 2,244,320, the total underemployed is 2,805,400. The fifth question is, what is the answer of labor force or the total labor force? So the formula in getting the labor force is employed people plus unemployed people. Therefore, 46,936,500 plus 7,013,500 is the total labor force is 53,950,000. 6 is what is the labor force participation rate? To get, the formula is labor force divided by the adult population times 100. Therefore, 53,950,000 divided by the 65 million times 100 is equals to 83%. Number 7. What is the employment rate? The formula in getting the employment rate is employed people divided by the labor force times 100. So, therefore, 7,013,500 divided by the labor force of 53,950,000 times 100 is equals to 13%. 8 is what is the total of the not in the labor force. So the formula in getting the not in labor force is full-time student plus senior citizens retirees plus plain housewife. So it would be 3,250,000 plus 1,300,000 plus 6,500,000 is equals to the total not in the labor force is 11,050,000. 9 is not in labor force rate. So the formula in getting the not in labor force rate is not in labor force divided by the adult population times 100. Therefore, 11,050,000 divided by 65 million times 100 is equals to 17%. 10 is what is the answer of retiree or the total retiree? So the formula in getting the total retiree is work age population times retiree rate. Therefore, it will be 65 million times 2%. So the total retiree is 1,300,000. 11. Population below 15 years old. And the formula in getting the population below 15 years old is total population times rate of population below 15 years old is equals to 100 million times 35%. It would be the answer of the total population is 35 million. Or the total population of the 15 years old is 35 million. Next, 12 is what is the answer of plain housewife? The formula in getting the plain housewife is work age population times rate of plain housewife is equals to 65 million times 10%. So the total plain housewife is 6,500,000. 13. The number of employed. To get the number of employed, the formula is labor force times employment rate. So it would be 53,950,000 times 30 or 13% is the total number of employed is 7,013,500. 14 is what is the full-time students? The formula in getting the full-time students is work age population times rate of full-time student. So it would be 65 million times 5%. So the total full-time students is 3,250,000. And in 15, what is the working age population? In getting the working age population, it would be labor force divided by the labor force participation rate. So 53,950,000 times divided by 83% is equals to 65 million. And in 16, the number of employed that are not underemployed. To get the number of employed that are not underemployed, the formula is total employed times rate of remaining employed. So 7,013,500 times 60%. So the total of employed that are not underemployed is 4,208,100. That's all, and I hope you learned something in my assignment. Thank you.